Too many people show up to a lighthouse and find it closed, or discover they can't even climb it. Here's how to make sure that doesn't happen to you.
Spring is here and summer is right around the corner. So if you're planning summer travel, a weekend getaway, or a coastal road trip, now is the perfect time to start thinking about adding a lighthouse visit to your itinerary. Across the country, many coastal towns are starting to come back to life for the season, and many lighthouses are beginning to welcome visitors again as towers open for climbing and tours begin running. Over the past few years, I've been visiting lighthouses up and down the East Coast, and I've been sharing those adventures right here on this channel. Along the way, I've learned that adding a lighthouse visit to your itinerary can be pretty simple once you know where to look. In this video, I will walk you through how to plan your next lighthouse visit. Whether you're planning to visit just one lighthouse or you're planning an entire lighthouse adventure, which is personally my favorite. We'll start by figuring out how to find the lighthouses that are in the area where you're planning to visit. And then we will walk through some things that you should check before you go. So if you're ready, let's get started. First step in planning your lighthouse visit is simply figuring out where the lighthouses are located. This could be as simple as figuring out what lighthouses are located in the area where you're already planning to visit, or figuring out where is that bucket list lighthouse located. Either way, I found that the easiest place to begin is the website lighthousefriends.com.
This website is one of the most comprehensive resources for lighthouses in the United States and Canada. It allows you to search by state, and then you can take a closer look at individual lighthouses within that state. Each lighthouse page usually includes a photo gallery, a history section, a Google map, and visitors information. The visitors information section is especially helpful for understanding what to expect.
So this is usually where I begin when I'm planning my lighthouse visits. This website gives a good overview of how many lighthouses are available for exploration in a particular area. Once you find a lighthouse that you're interested in visiting, the next step is to dig a little deeper. Lighthousefriends.com is a great place to start, but before you lock in your plans, make sure you visit the official website of that lighthouse.
This is usually where you'll find the most current visitor information. Things like hours of operation, climb availability, whether you need a reservation, if there are any restrictions. For example, sometimes there are height restrictions, whether there are temporary closures, and for pet lovers, if the grounds are pet friendly. A clear example of needing to dig deeper is Body Island Lighthouse in North Carolina. The tower may be open, but the keeper's dwelling is closed due to fire damage, something you'd only catch by checking the official website. The official website will also tell you whether the lighthouse offers overnight stays. There are actually quite a few lighthouses that are opening their doors to overnight guests.
How cool would it be to spend the night in a lighthouse? You may also want to check out the United States Lighthouse Society's website. They often have links to local lighthouse tours and cruises. Once you know what lighthouse you want to visit and some of the visitor details, The next step in planning your lighthouse visit is to determine how much time you want to commit to visiting the lighthouse. Depending on your schedule, a lighthouse visit can be anywhere from a quick stop to a multi-day adventure.
Sometimes a lighthouse is an easy stop along a scenic drive. You can park nearby, walk around the grounds, take in the views, and be back on the road in less than an hour. These types of lighthouse visits are perfect if you're already in a particular coastal area and you just want to add a quick lighthouse stop along the way.
Other lighthouses require a bit more time to fully experience them.
Some require a ferry ride, a long beach walk, or an over-sand drive through protected areas before you even reach the lighthouse.
In those cases, it helps to have accommodations in the area. That way you can visit the lighthouse and then spend the rest of the day enjoying the beach, exploring the town, or finding some great local seafood places in the area. If you have the time, one great option to consider is a guided tour.
One of my favorite lighthouse day trips so far is the Ultimate Lighthouse Tour offered by Save the Bay. This boat tour of Narragansett Bay allows visitors to see several lighthouses in one day, including ones that you can't normally visit on foot. An added bonus is being able to collect passport stamps for all of the lighthouses seen on this tour.
And then there are the trips that we really like on this channel. When a region has multiple lighthouses in close proximity to each other, they make the perfect opportunity for a dedicated lighthouse adventure. On this channel alone, we have visited places like
Cape Cod, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, Rhode Island, and the Outer Banks.
Trips like these allow you to visit multiple lighthouses over a few days and allow you to appreciate everything the area has to offer, especially the food scene. Almost forgot to mention, if you want a fun way to experience multiple lighthouses, you might want to look into lighthouse challenges or special events. Some areas host lighthouse challenges where you can experience multiple lighthouses over a weekend, collect passport stamps, and turn it into a fun adventure.
There are also National Lighthouse Day events and state-specific open lighthouse days where towers that are normally closed may be open to visitors.
These can be great opportunities to see multiple lighthouses and even go inside of some lighthouses that are not usually accessible. So the next step in planning your lighthouse visit is to build out your itinerary. By this time, you know where the lighthouses are, you know how you're planning to get to the lighthouse, and you know how much time you're planning to spend. So the next step is just to build out a simple itinerary that includes local attractions, beach time, local restaurants, and other sightseeing opportunities. Now, I admit, I am guilty of trying to put too much into one day, and I encourage you not to do that. You really want to leave some flexibility in your schedule for unexpected delays, bad weather, and to simply slow down and enjoy the experience. If every minute of your trip is scheduled, even the smallest delay can mess up your entire trip. The final step in planning your lighthouse visit is to figure out reservations and transportation.
As I mentioned earlier, some lighthouses require extra planning to reach and explore. You may need to catch a ferry, make reservations to climb, or book a special tour, so it's important to check these details and reserve your tickets in advance.
Tours and transportation for popular lighthouse destinations can fill up very quickly, especially during the summer. So planning ahead can mean the difference of visiting the lighthouse or missing it entirely. So whenever you're planning a lighthouse trip, make sure you check to see whether tours, tickets, or reservations are required, and book them as soon as possible. If you've been thinking about visiting a lighthouse, I hope this gives you a simple template to follow. Once you follow these steps, planning your next lighthouse visit will become a little bit more straightforward. There are so many great lighthouses out there waiting to be discovered by you. If you need some inspiration on where to go next, make sure you check out some of the lighthouse adventures here on this channel. And while you're there, if you see something that inspires your next lighthouse visit, make sure you subscribe and share that video with some other lighthouse lovers. We greatly appreciate that. So up next, we will be exploring lighthouses right here in my own backyard. Maryland has some unique and historic lighthouses, and I cannot wait to share them with you. So until next time, I will see you at the light.